morning. Thank you, Paul, for having us here. It's a pleasure. My name is Marcelo Prates. I'm Policy Director at the Stellar Development Foundation. And we like to say that the Stellar Network is all about offering solutions to increase financial access. And with this video that will be coming up, we can show, not just tell, how blockchain, digital wallets, and stablecoins are making life better for real people in San Francisco, but not San Francisco, California, San Francisco, Colombia. If you can run the video, please.
En mi caso, yo nunca había ahorrado. Si había ahorrado, había sido una alcancía o algo así. Pero con esa alternativa sí he podido ahorrar y he obtenido ganancias.
Ya la necesidad de que el mundo va avanzando y la gente no se puede quedar atrás.
Porque en realidad las condiciones de nosotros como mujeres del pueblo han mejorado mucho, pues como en la parte de los hijos, de poderlos mandar en mejores condiciones, pues como para el tema del colegio.
Es gracias a que finalmente tenemos acceso a herramientas que nos permiten salir adelante y reescribir la historia de lo que nosotros somos como colombianos. Básicamente esto simplemente nos ayuda a llegar más rápido a tener un mejor futuro.
Yo creo que la gente que dice que cripto, que blockchain no tiene una utilidad real es porque viven en una burbuja, porque viven a lo mejor en países donde...
If you would like to watch the full video, just scan the QR code and you will be able to see how the Decaf app built on the Stellar blockchain saved the life of a gringo in Colombia and also helped his local business thrive and, among other things, employ 60 women in this rural town in Colombia, most of them heads of households. And as a Brazilian, I know well that in many countries in Latin America, not having access to a reliable form of digital money and payments can put you at risk. Not only you are facing high inflation, but your life sometimes can be threatened because you have to walk around with a pile of cash. So with that, let me just highlight as a policy person, just two implications of this reality from a policy perspective. First, some people might say, okay, those stories about nice things happening abroad are cool, but why do they matter to the United States? And I'm sure you guys saw a recent paper from Nick Carter about stablecoins, especially when we talk about stablecoins, because 99%, yes, 99% of stablecoins in circulation, they are denominated in US dollars. So, like it or not, the US is at the center of the stablecoin debate. And that's why Congress here in the US must also pay attention and have a say in stablecoin regulation. As Candace Kelly, our Chief Policy and Legal Officer, said in a recent op-ed, the time for US stablecoin regulation is now. The second point I want to highlight is that for digital assets like stablecoins to provide their full benefits and move quickly and securely across borders, they need a global infrastructure. And that's what public blockchains offer, public blockchains like Stellar. And we at the policy team, just this week, we demonstrate that need and how public blockchains can serve as this global infrastructure in two recent publications. And I know that the idea of having a decentralized financial infrastructure might feel uncomfortable for some, especially for regulators who are used to a world where control and centralization are the norm. But the openness and decentralization of public blockchains are desired features for financial infrastructure. And it's simple, because decentralization here, it doesn't mean that no one is in control. It just means that no single party can control the network and no one can disrupt the functioning of the network or shut it down. And this is crucial for infrastructures used to move money and financial transactions. We need them secure and available at all times. And that's what public blockchains like Stellar can offer. So if you want to learn more about the publications I mentioned and what the policy team at Stellar, the Stellar Development Foundation is up to, please reach out. My email address is here. Thanks again. Thank you, Paul, for the opportunity.